when we look at what we do as learning support specialists and what that means to be a someone who does learning support at Waldorf, the way I do it and the way my colleagues do it now is what that means is we're here on 3 levels. We're here to support students directly, so with their academic needs, social emotional needs, and like management and organizational needs. We're also here to help teachers. We're here to help teachers understand their specific needs and what they might benefit from to be the best student they can be. And then the third, and I think one of the most important prongs of that is the families. So we liaison between the families and the teachers, between the students and the families, and we help everyone come together as a big team. What we really do in the long term is we help all students who might learn even slightly differently, learn everything they can and be as happy and successful as possible at school.
So social emotional learning is a branch of social science, and it is maybe an affiliated way in which to work with people clinically, but it's not therapy. We don't do therapy here. We do short, solution-focused, school-based work, and it is a school-wide initiative. So we pair SEL with restorative justice, and the two of them work together hand in hand very nicely. We are working on things like social awareness and building relationships, self-awareness, and self-management. And when we can do that for kids, we do it usually in circles. So we're in classrooms on a regular basis, working with teachers, doing circles that are usually sharing circles, but sometimes are restorative circles if an infraction or harm has taken place. And we are getting kids used to this sense of how to sit down, how to be with each other, how to be accountable to the community, and take responsibility for your place in it. And it's worked out really, really well. When the school allowed me to bring in interns, it allows me to have people here, train them, answer some larger questions about how to also respond to, I think, our obligation to the larger community, which is to say there's a mental health crisis for youth in this country, and there is a shortage of mental health professionals as well. So training students here is great. This is a wonderful training ground. It's a very supportive place, and it allows them to see a lot of different things.
So the Community Fund plays a big role in what we do as learning specialists, because the most important thing that we have access to is resources. Now, the Community Fund can't give us one of the most important resources, which is time, but one of the things they can give us are tools. Accessing and acquiring and utilizing the most up-to-date, data-driven, scientifically understood tools for working with students makes our job easier, makes the data we have more accurate, and makes us actually get more time back, which is the most important resource we have.
So the way in which donations help us is to make sure that this is a robust training program and that we are able to bring in the best that universities have to offer in terms of internships. And at the moment, we are trying to export the model that we have here. And that can only happen when we have a little bit more bandwidth. And so donations help us think about what we have a responsibility to do for the larger Waldorf community.
We're working with children in such an important way. And I think if you're watching this and listening, you probably know about the Waldorf schools in general. You have an idea of why the Waldorf educational movement is important. And for me personally, what makes learning support and the learning support we're doing here important is because there's not very many people, not only in Waldorf schools, but in private schools across the country doing what we're doing. And we are pushing forward the fact that every school, no matter who they are, can have what we have. And the better we are and the more resources we have means the more students can come to the school and join our community.
The act of giving, the gesture of gratitude and appreciation is one that benefits everybody, and you as a giver get to bask in and really call up something that we think is really important here, something that we as social scientists would say is collective effervescence, right? And that is participating in something that is larger than just you. So it helps to deepen the connection that we have to each other, and it helps us strengthen our sense of belonging.